So I designed my own resume and the layout for it, and I just wanted to quickly show some of the techniques I use in Illustrator and going about that process. One thing that I've learned that is great for balance is using your guides and rulers, and that's what I'll be talking about today. So as you can see, I have my guides out here, and a lot of it is based on the text. So as you can see, I wanted to make sure that my text all the way down was lined up, and also the spacing on either side of my resume maintained on both sides. And the way you do that is you take your selection tool, and if you want a vertical guide, you drag from the left side and pull over. As you can see, the dotted line there is a guide that you can use, and as soon as you let go, it becomes an area that you can then snap things to, like so. So that's what I did. I used my guides as well as my ruler, and the way you use your ruler, or the way I use my ruler in this instance, is I wanted to make sure that I had even spacing on both sides of my document. So I measured out this space on either side, and as you can see, it tells me the distance or the width, which is 61.669, and then I will measure on this side, and that distance is 63.5. So I now can go in and change the width of my text box to fit the same size, the same distance for both sides. Let's see here if I add. Now, with that moved around, I wanted to have this box here, my skills box, line up with the edge of my guide here. And after finding that, I need to move my guide. This is my guideline. There we go. So now I have my guide snapping to my text box, and I want to make sure that my skills box lines up also with that there. So I want to select my skills box, deselect anything that I do not want, and then line my skills box up and also have some guides selected, which I don't want. And then I move my skills box over right on top of there so that it here. Guess that is as close as we can get. So now I have an even distribution of my content, and it's looking very balanced. Now, one thing that I hadn't done and I had overlooked when I was first designing this is the distance between this space here and this space here. I would like that to be even so that it fits evenly in between there. So again, I pull out my ruler. Equals 32. So I have 32 points on either side. Divide that in half, and that gives me 16 points to work with. So the distance of 16 points from here to, what is 16? 16 is about right there. 16 is about right in there. So if I can get a guideline of 16 from right there in my ruler, about 15.4, move that guide a little bit further down, get my ruler, there it is, 16 points. As you can see, 16 points. So now I have a guide. Let's make sure. Get my distance for this one here. 16 points is about right there. So if I can get a guide right in that area, measure it, it's 14, move that up, .7, so I need 7 less. There we go. It's about 16 points right there. So that's my guide. So what I would like to do is then place this skills box in between these two guides at an even spacing. Again, I select, I think I would like to measure this box Now looking at it from just within the content area, which is here to here, and that's about 348. See here, 400 minus 348 is 52. Divided by 2 is 26. So that'll actually give me a tad bit more space. See here, 26. So if this is 16, I just need to move this guide 10 points down. As you can see, it's showing me 10 points down is about right there. And 26 make this guy move about 10 points this direction, and that is, if you can see that, it's right next to my cursor and it shows 10.09 points. That's pretty good right there, and that gives me a little bit more room to work in, but still the same balance. So again, I select my expertise, I deselect everything I don't want to move, including my guides, and I think that is everything. And then I move this here in between. As you can see, there's still a tad bit of a gap in between. So what I think I will do is line this up, this tab here, right at the bottom of this text. So right there. Okay. So now let's look in view without the guides. Anything selected. And it looks a little bit more balanced. There's more space right here, more space here, and it's nice and even, a good flow all the way around.